So Atrevida means a woman who's bold, daring, and fearless. I knew that my message had to be bold. One of the main reasons that I have diversity, it's on tap the minute that you enter my door. I feel like anyone who comes in here should know what they're coming into, right? This is a safe space. My love for beer kind of came through my military travels. When we got to Germany, we went to a place called Brew. The brewers came out, introduced themselves, gave everyone a tour. I was enthralled with the process. I realize now how much work it is, but I thought like, God, I can totally do this. I started knocking on doors, seeing who would give me an opportunity to kind of get my feet wet. The brewer and the owner happened to be there that day. He said, if you're serious, show up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And I said, okay. During that time, I also aligned myself with women in the industry. I started hanging out with all the women from Pink Boot Society up in Denver. They were already going to be featured on the TV show, and the TV show was actually a home brewing show. And it was called Beerland, and it aired on Viceland, the channel. They asked me if I wanted to enter the competition. I said, okay, I have one beer. I ended up winning season 1. The grand prize was to basically mass produce my beer. I think it was in that moment that it gave me the confidence that I needed when I decided, okay, I think I can do this. I think I can open doors to my own brewery. I would love to see, women be celebrated for their skill, and not because it's a woman brewing, but because that's a damn good beer.
I forget about that because I always tell her, it's beyond beer now. And she's like, no, it's still about beer for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's still beer. And I'm like, no, we can do speaking, we can do consulting. And she's like, no, it's about beer.
We start with breaking news of a mass shooting in Colorado Springs at an LGBTQ plus nightclub.
We're also hearing the story of a military veteran who helped bring down the alleged shooter and save a lot of lives.
Police are saying 2 people stepped in and stopped the shooter.
His only focus was on protecting the people inside. 17 people were shot and injured. 5 people did not survive.
Thomas James, the first one to come into contact with him, he shot Thomas. I didn't know he was shot. I didn't even know he was fighting when I got to him. But he was already fighting Thomas James. Thomas James got shot with the 9mm, the magazine fell out, and it didn't chamber another round. And when he pointed it at me, it didn't go off because it didn't have a round in it. I could have easily been dead too. Had no idea, because it was dark and there was music playing. It's flashing. There's lights going and music, screaming, just nightmare. But you gotta manage that, at least for me. It's about managing chaos. That's what I was trained to do. And so I did that with the things I did. Everybody in there was having a great time. And somebody decided to change our lives forever. That's the ugly part about this, is that we have to go through this forever. When this event happened at Club Q, the community already knew us as allies.
And I think post Club Q, I feel like the love and the outpouring that we got was so incredibly tremendous.
And genuine. We are just proud of the community itself and the people around it. We offered this as a safe space before, and we continue to do that until the club is back up. Folks will come here or folks will go wherever they need to go. We're open for everybody.